down by 20 on the road with your best player sitting on the bench and you still come back to win? What the hell did I just watch? The New York Knicks didn't just steal Game 3. They ripped it out of Indiana's chest and danced with it in front of their fans. This was supposed to be the night the Pacers took control of the series. Up 2-0? Home court? Crowd going nuts? Momentum fully on their side? Nope. The Knicks flipped the script, stomped on the Pacers' hearts, and walked off like nothing happened. And here's the wild part. Jalen Brunson wasn't even on the floor when the comeback started. The bench, the guys nobody talks about, they sparked this thing. And Brunson, he came back in just to bury them. But what the hell happened to Indiana? I mean, seriously, did they just give up? I'll break that down in just a sec, but first, let's get into the meltdown of the damn season. All right, let's set the scene here. Game 3, Knicks versus Pacers. Knicks are down 0-2. They lose this, it's a wrap. Nobody's coming back from 3-0, especially not without half your damn roster. Indiana's flying high. They're in front of their home crowd, up by 20 in the second quarter, and the Garden faithful who traveled out are starting to look real quiet. And then, the Knicks did something nobody expected. Not even Knicks fans. They started clawing back, slowly, quietly, with their bench mob. Guys who don't even get serious burn usually came in and started punching the Pacers right in the mouth. And in the fourth quarter, that's when the funeral started. Brunson came back in. K woke the hell up, and the Pacers, they folded. Like cheap lawn chairs at a Brooklyn barbecue. Final score, 106-100. Knicks win. But bro, that score doesn't even begin to tell you what really went down. Let's get right into it. First, shout out to the Knicks bench. Finally, Thibodeau trusted those dudes, and they delivered, like Amazon Prime overnight. I'm talking Precious Achiuwa, Deuce McBride, and Josh Hart, dudes who usually don't get flowers. They came in and gave the team life. With Brunson off the floor, they went on a 15-0 run. Let me say that again for the people in the back. The Knicks outscored Indiana by 15, with Jalen freaking Brunson watching in sweats. Who saw that coming? Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, Indiana's collapse. The Pacers scored 42 total points in the second half. That's it. Meanwhile, the Knicks put up 36 in the fourth alone. Where's that run-and-gun offense y'all bragged about all series? Where's Tyrese Haliburton pushing the tempo, dishing flashy dimes, cooking defenders? You know where it went? Down the drain. Because New York forced them to slow it down. And guess what? Indiana can't play in the half-court. That's not their game. Never was. They turned into pumpkins the second the Knicks made them walk it up. I said it before the series, and I'll say it again. If Indiana ain't running, Indiana ain't winning. Now let's pivot back to the Knicks. This was a game of guts, of grit, of attitude, and no one embodied that more than Karl-Anthony Towns. Yeah, I said it. Cat came out sleepwalking, 4 points in the first half. Looked like he left his game back at the hotel. But in the fourth, bro turned into a straight-up assassin. 20 points in the fourth quarter alone. He finally played downhill, used his size, attacked the rim. That's the KAT we've been begging to see for years. And when he plays like that, the Knicks go from scrappy underdogs to certified killers. Let's not forget Mitchell Robinson either. Got the start, made his presence known early. 6 quick points, defense, rebounds, everything you want from your big. And Josh Hart, man, respect. Dude didn't pout about coming off the bench, didn't make a scene, just showed up, balled out, and helped the Knicks win. That's a damn professional right there. Now let's really talk about what's going to piss Pacers fans off the most. They blew a 20-point lead. At home, in a playoff game. This was their chance to go up 3-0, to basically bury the Knicks. And instead, they let them live. You don't do that. You don't give a desperate team second life, especially not a team from New York. They're built for this grind. They want to fight. So what happened to the Pacers? Let's break it down. In the first half, 14 fast break points. In the second half, 2. That's it. You can't win like that if you're Indiana. That's your whole identity. Speed, pace, chaos. But once the game slowed down, they looked confused. Lost. Haliburton was nowhere. Buddy Hield went ghost. Miles Turner missed the biggest shot of the night. And don't even get me started on that final possession. Down by 2. Game still in reach. What does Indiana do? Nothing. They get tight, settled for a bad look. Turnover. Knicks score. Game over. This was mental. You saw the shift happen in real time. Knicks started barking, Pacers got quiet, crowd went from lit to silent. Brunson came back and killed him off. Step backs, floaters, clutch buckets. Man's a closer, cold-blooded. That last jumper, that wasn't just a go-ahead shot. That was a dagger to the heart. Now here's something y'all need to hear. This game might have changed the whole series, because when your bench outplays the opposing starters, when your star player can sit for extended minutes and your team still takes over, that's terrifying. And now Indiana has to deal with a Knicks team that smells blood. Here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. Maybe Brunson's got to get off the ball more. Yeah, I said it. And if you watched Game 3 with your eyes open, you know I'm right. The Knicks' two best stretches this series, Game 1 and that 15-0 run in Game 3, both happened when Brunson wasn't dominating the ball. Now don't get it twisted, is the guy, the closer, the MVP of this run. But sometimes you gotta trust the team. Let other guys work. Move the ball. Let McBride eat. Let Hart slash. Let Cat work from the post. When the ball moves, the Knicks flow. And if Brunson learns to balance that, this team might be even scarier. So consider this a wake-up call, not a diss, just facts. So let's recap this madness. Knicks down 20, Brunson on the bench, Pacers rolling, and then, boom, a storm hit. The Knicks bench torched Indiana. The Pacers melted under the pressure. Brunson returned to seal the deal. Cat showed up like a monster. And now we've got ourselves a serious series. 3 games in, and the total difference, 2 points. That's it. That's all that separates these squads. But momentum? It's wearing blue and orange now. This wasn't just a comeback win. This was a statement. And Indiana better wake up, or they'll be watching the Eastern Conference Finals on TV. Subscribe, stay locked in, and don't miss the next meltdown. Because if you thought this was wild, just wait for Game 4. Let's ride.